Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Shaun T. Welcome to Trust and Believe. If you don't know who I am the creator of Insanity, T25, all the way back to Hip Hop Abs. I'm a trainer with a company called Beachbody, and this is my podcast. Just in case you didn't know I had a podcast, I want to first and foremost say your comments on the review section of iTunes and your comments in YouTube really brighten my day. They make me feel so special. A lot of your comments talk about, wow, Shaun T's still around, and Shaun T's still fit, and Shaun T still has it. And I just think that's so amazing and funny all at the same time, because for me, gaining 50 pounds as a freshman in high school, freshman to sophomore year, gaining 50 pounds as a freshman in college into my sophomore year, I had no idea, I would say 24 years ago. I had no idea that 24 years ago I would be here really focusing on uplifting people with their mind and their body. And notice I said mind first, because a lot of you who may have done my workouts in the past may be, I would say, excited about the fact that I made you dig deep, or I made you lose weight, or you did really well in that area of your life. But what I really am is a person that wants you to conquer your mind so you can literally transform your life in the best way possible. So I just thank you so much again for your comments. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening today. And today we are going to talk about something that I don't think people talk about often enough when it comes to fitness, and that is the 3 things that you should do at the end of every single workout. And what I can promise you is most of the people out there aren't doing that, and I'm one of those people who didn't do it in the past as well. And so, I started doing it obviously a few years ago, but I didn't do it in the beginning of my fitness journey. And these 3 things I think are going to be pivotal in your transformation. So sit back, relax, get ready to trust and believe with me in this very short episode of the 3 things you need to do at the end of your workout to stay successful.
Somebody say hell yeah!
No. What's up? He's better than Oprah. Come on, y'all.
This is Shaun T, and it's time to trust and believe. All right, I'm back, and again, I'm so excited that you're joining me for this episode, and I'm going to jump right to it. I don't want to keep you too long today because I really want you to actually implement these 3 things. So, like always, I hope you are taking notes if you're not driving your car or, busy with kids like me. This quarantine life can be tough. So the first thing you should do at the end of every single workout, the minute the workout is over, you should say to yourself or ask yourself the question, what did I do that I'm most proud of? What am I most proud of over the last 20 minutes? Like if you're doing my Transform 20 workout, my T25 workout, which is 25, my Max 30, or the Insanities, the Asylums, the Dance. I don't care what workout it is that you're doing. The very first thing that you should do, maybe after you cuss me out because you just got done being slayed by my motivation and the toughness of the workout, but you should literally immediately say to yourself and ask yourself the question, what am I most proud of during that workout? And so I had the idea to record this podcast because I just finished working out, and while there were some tough parts, at the very end, I said to myself, I'm so happy that there was a point in the workout where we were doing push-ups and tricep push-ups, and then the next move was a floor sprint, or some people call mountain climbers on the floor, and my shoulders were burning like crazy. And the fact that I didn't take a break between the push-up section and then the floor sprint section, I was so proud of myself, because a lot of times I stop, I'm like, okay, I want to shake my shoulders out. And the reason why it made me proud. So that's the second thing I want you to do within this first question you should ask yourself. What made you proud about it? So there's one thing to say, oh, I lasted longer, but why did it make you proud? And so for me, it made me proud. It made me proud of myself for the fact that I didn't take the break, because mentally I broke through a wall. I said, I can do this. And I conquered my mind. I had that on my arm, conquer your mind to transform your life. And so I basically proved to myself that yes, your body's burning. Your body is super tired. Your lactic acid buildup, or whatever people call it these days, the buildup is there, the muscle burn, right? But I didn't let that muscle burn that would normally tell me, it would actually control my mind. My body would control my mind and say, you need to take a break. This time I switched it. I said, no. I was like, you're burning. It feels exactly the same. But what if you can do just 2 seconds of the next exercise to enhance the burn, to invite the burn to your body? And I ended up doing 20 seconds of that exercise. Now, a lot of people out there might say, this is impossible. I think that's really hard. The other part to that I want you to understand, even if you can't get to a point where you can continue on, it's about what you're thinking. So you can also be really proud of the way you think during the workout. It doesn't necessarily always have to be what it is that you did, right? It doesn't always have to be, oh, I got extra push-ups. You can say in your mind, I got this, instead of saying, this is too fucking hard, right? Like, there are so many things you can say in your mind that like beat you down, where you won't continue forward. And just by saying, I really did the best that I can do, or you got this, whatever your name is, talk to yourself. If that's great, that's amazing. So really recognizing the one thing that you did that was absolutely fantastic about your workout. Now, the second thing you should do at the end of every single workout is, what can I improve upon? Now, let's be very clear. What you can improve upon is much different than what you sucked at, right? Like, there's things where I'm like, oh my God, my squats suck today. Or if I'm lifting weights, I'm like, I couldn't even get up 25, the fifth set of the 25 bicep curl. Not what you suck at. What can you improve upon? Now, that can be something that you're really good at. You can say, I'm really good at power jumps. I'm really good at plyometrics. How do I elevate my elevation or my spring or whatever it is? How can I elevate that a millimeter? Or how can I lift my knees a little bit higher in a move that I'm really good at? Or how can I lower myself in a push-up even more, even though I'm doing much better in my push-ups, right? When you say, what can I improve upon? I want you to think less about the thing that you're not good at and almost direct it toward the thing that you're really, really great at. Because here's what's going to happen. Now, this is when you want to go to the thing you're not good at. This is in the same thing. If you focus on something that you're good at and how you can improve something that you're really good at, if you take that same way of thinking and apply it to the thing that you're not so great at, or the thing you suck at, then your first thought is not, I suck at this. Your first thought is, here's how I can improve upon something that I need work on, right? Just like in my Enhancing Your Superpower course, 7 Ways to Achieve Personal Growth, the first thing I talk about is how you communicate and the 3 different ways that you can really enhance the communication with yourself. And you should also take that into your workouts as well, right? So instead of saying, oh my God, I suck at that, it's like, okay, I'm really good at this. This is how I can improve on what I'm good at. And here's how I can improve on what needs work. I want you to think about that for a second and what that sounds like. Here is what I can improve upon on what needs work. Not, I really suck at this, I need to find something else to do. Or I really suck at this, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. We always start with a way of positive thinking. And truth be told, and straight up, I am definitely guilty of going to the negative a lot. I'm not sure how much if you've seen my podcast episode where I talk about my anxiety and health anxiety and my mind in that realm when I'm dealing with anxiety, immediately goes to the negative place. And even with that anxiety in my life now, I actually, if I'm having some sort of health anxiety, I immediately say, okay, what's good about what I'm looking at or what I'm envisioning or what I'm feeling? What's good? And then it goes more to, oh, it's a sore muscle rather than there's an organ that's failing. Yes, it's that dramatic. So I am really good at thinking positive in my workouts. And so I say, I really need to translate that to how I'm doing in my anxiety and in my life. And before, when I first started dating my husband, Scott, he was this really amazing guy. And because I was dealing with the baggage and triggers of my molestation, I didn't necessarily see the things that were great. I would focus immediately on the things that I could find a way to tweak to be bad. And that's what people do in their workouts. So foundationally, the greatest thing is that you're doing something. How incredibly amazing is that? It's very elementary. I say a lot of elementary things, but I also want to turn them into profound thoughts for you, right? How amazing is it that you just did something? Why can't we celebrate that? Instead of saying 19 of the 20 minutes were really tough, say that 1 minute I killed the game, right? So when you're going through things, positive thinking really, really helps. And it definitely helps in your workout. Okay. And so the third thing is, what can I commit to? Right? Once you have this way of saying, this is what was great, this is what I can improve upon, the next thing is, okay, now you have these positive things that are building your mindset. And now you can say, what can I commit to? Some people, and a lot of people won't like me to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. Some people do a fitness program and it's, let's say, a 30-minute workout, 45-minute workouts, and they can barely get through the first 15 minutes. And because they can't get through the first 15 minutes, they immediately say, I can't do this. I'm of the mindset, and I've been in the fitness industry for years, and I've taught probably over 1 million people in live classes if I really added it up, right? I'm the person that's going to say, before you leave the class, did you do the best that you can do? Even if you're leaving 10 minutes in, even if you're leaving 15 minutes in, even if you're leaving 20 minutes in of a 45-minute class. I've literally had people come up or try to sneak out and they say, oh my gosh, this is too hard. And I go up to them and I say, you did 25 minutes. I want you to come back next week and do 25 minutes again. That's all I'm asking of you, right? Because that's what you can commit to. So we've all heard me say consistency over time equals results. Now, I have my two really good friends, Alex and Steve. They're doing Insanity, 60 Days of Insanity. And I think they're almost done, depending on where you watch or listen to this podcast. And right before month 2 happens in Insanity, you literally are like, this effing sucks. And I remember them, being like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Especially Alex, she's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm not looking forward to it. And now we're 2 weeks in, and guess what? I haven't heard a peep. Well, I mean, sometimes on their Instagram stories, it's a little funny, but I haven't heard a peep about how hard it is, because what you do naturally, you commit to things naturally of what you can do. That is like the most amazing and incredible and profound thing when it comes to mental fitness. She didn't say to me over the last couple weeks, I found a way to get through this. There was nothing, and she's doing it. And in addition to the workouts that she did, she went out and ran. This is Alex I'm talking about. Went out and ran 3 miles, with a mask on. So when you make the decision to commit to something, you automatically elevate yourself to new heights. Now, again, if you come to month 2 of Insanity and you're like, Shaun, I can only do 2 blocks and then I'm cooling down. I'm like, I'm so here for it. As long as you show up every day and know what you can commit to. This is the beauty of fitness in general. And in my opinion, because I've been in a home fitness industry for so long, the beauty of the home fitness industry is it really gives you the freedom to just elevate your life every single day and do it in the privacy of your own home. And what's really great The pandemic's not great. My heart and soul goes out to everyone who's gotten sick and passed away. But one of the things that's happening with the pandemic is a lot of people are returning to insanity. And they say, oh, Shaun, like I'm back to insanity. And I get these messages of I've changed my life. I've actually lost X amount of weight. 3 years ago, I did it 4 times in 2013. And it's this amazing thing. And for me, with the best part about that is not only are a lot of these people still working out, but they've gone on to do other things that they probably wouldn't have done if they didn't start in the privacy of their own home, and just are able to have that internal confidence that they can commit to hard things. And then the last thing, and this is the bonus, is I like to give you a little bonus, but the last thing in my bonus is your inputs directly determine your outputs. All of these things that I talked about, connecting to the thing that you did great, what can you improve upon, and what can you commit to? All of that is you inputting really amazing, positive things into your mindset so that you can basically be like fuel to a car. Like if you put diesel in a car that takes gas, you ain't moving. But if you put gas in a car and you're like, this is what's going to make me move, it's directly going to determine the output and how your car operates, right? So it's really important that you put really positive things in your mindset so that you can set yourself up on a path of complete and total progress and productivity. And that's what it is. So anyway, I was really excited to share that with you because that's what just happened with that step right there. My best friend, I'll call him my best friend today. That's what happened with that step. I'm just so thrilled and happy. If I can have a selfish moment, I'm so thrilled and happy that 20 years later, even after losing 50 pounds, I still find the motivation. And what makes me even happier is that I still struggle and I'm still finding ways to get through it and still keeping a positive mindset. And you can too. And I'll leave you with this. If anyone out there is listening to this or watching this and you have given up in the past and you have said to yourself, there's no way I can do this, I want you to turn that frown upside down like they used to do in Toys R Us commercial. Turn the frown upside down and connect to the thing that you can do. I do not care if you do 1 minute of a workout every single day. Commit to that minute. And then the next week do 2, and then 4, and then 5, and then 10, and then 20, and then 21. I don't care what it is. Because if you learn to attach to what you can do, that can turns into commitment. And that's the only reason I'm still here. I'm constantly finding ways to push past the barriers so that I can continue to commit to what it is that I want. So I ask you, what is it that you want? How are you going to push forward? And the 3 things is, what are you most proud of your workout? What is something great that you can improve upon? And how can you enhance the one thing that maybe you're not doing the best, but you can use the tools and the positivity and the positive mindset to enhance that? I trust and believe in you. I know you can do this. What I really want you to do also, if you're watching this, make sure you click on the playlist with my 5-minute workouts. Some of them are a full 5 minutes. I show you 5 moves that you can do to enhance your fitness and enhance every workout. If you're listening to this on one of the other podcast apps, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please, everyone, can you leave a review? I really love reading your reviews. And I know if I love reading it, I know there are other people out there who are really going to be excited and motivated if you tell them about my podcast. And trust and believe is for a special kind of person. It's for someone who's ready to really dive deep and dig deep into their personal mindset so they can have personal growth. Always, always, always trust and believe in who you are. My name is Shaun T. Thanks for watching, for listening, for being present. Peace out.